the ground. Ain't no chain gonna hold me down. Dig deep, feel the burn. I've got a calling, so watch and learn. I heard a voice of this broken hymn saying, "None that this is who I am." I know you ain't there yet. Don't stop to catch your breath. You're going higher, 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 higher. Let go, set me free. Got the streets all I need. We're going higher, 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 higher.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a matchup today where the focus will be on the passing game. The Browns are top 10 at defending the pass. They'll be going up against the Bengals, who will need to solve that secondary.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Fresh set of downs here. Takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it.
Yeah, an opening drive sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Slot man moves right. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. He'll look to throw. And he's got Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. In the red zone this time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Well, look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And tough starting field position here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense.
Here we go. Green, 39.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
All right, now look at 56.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play there on 3rd down for the Browns. 45 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a handoff looking right. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now they'll run it on the toss. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
All right, here we go. Detroit! 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 Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it, no yardage. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
And it's good to make it 14-0. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet. and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd down following the incompletion. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The 40, 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Big play there, 87 yards, and the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's got some space here. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. And that one results in 35 yards.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. to his running back. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A first half update now from Philadelphia. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
No. Check. Patriot. Let's go. Over.
He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll drop to throw. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They run the counter now on first down. And he'll power his way up near the 25. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now he'll escape to his left. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. They'll look to throw here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans, and the Bucs are out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And he'll give it here to his running back. Gets around him, and he powers his way up past the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They're going to look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Montravius Adams in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
As they run left side. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll look to throw here on first down. Caught on the right side by Adams. He got 29 yards that time.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And to give this time to the tailback. A Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the third now in New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Second down following the run. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. At 5 yards on the play there, and the drive will continue.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Defense showing blitz. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now they'll run it on the toss. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Second down now after the incompletion.
No. Check. Patriot.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Partner, I know the ball security is preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
They'll set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And some extras coming up on the line here, ready for the blitz. Now they try the right side here. Room to run past midfield. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a handoff looking right. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Hey, we all know it's turned into a passing league in the NFL, but that doesn't mean people still don't like to run the football. When you run it that successfully, your offensive line is fired up. what they want to do each and every game is run block. Get out and smack some people. I would say go ahead and run it again.
Now they send a man in motion right. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19! Gone! Over!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time.
And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Bengals on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 15. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They'll look to throw. He gets away from one. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. On the wide out in motion. They'll set up a throw. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 26 yards on the pickup there. And the Bengals are going to have a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And the tight end, Ebron, in motion.
Watch him now, Barney.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. In motion, the tight end.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go.
And the tight end, Ebron, in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about right a finish to this one.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Now a play fake here on first down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 4th quarter in Philadelphia. And an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Flush to his right, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Cincinnati, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8.